of these together, 51% of people with faith do not vote. And so I sat there thinking about that after you said that to me. And what I came to the conclusion is this. Usually people that have a lot of faith depend on God. And when we're looking at a world where we grew up, where our government says, we love you, we're taking care of you, and then we grow up and realize that they're shaking hands with these people making money so that they could farm us, so they could disease us, so they could cure us, why then would I go into the voting booth? Because now I'm just looking at this man slapping me in the face and handing me cake.
Yeah, so, I mean, from a Christian perspective, you have a biblical obligation to care about your neighbor. And one of the ways you care about your neighbor is the type of society you live in.
Yes.
And so making sure that we don't have gulags, concentration camps, or eugenics is one way that you can care about your neighbor. We are commanded in Leviticus 19, one of the two things that Jesus said all the laws of the prophet hang upon. Secondly, all throughout the scriptures, we have examples of people contesting for the welfare of the nation that they are in. Jeremiah 29:7, demand the welfare of the nation that you are in because your welfare is tied to your nation's welfare. Daniel prayed and fasted for his nation. In fact, he was imprisoned for defying a government order that he did not like. Esther, Mordecai, Nehemiah, Jeremiah, they were all political figures. Moses, that cared about the well-being and the type of government that was formed. So we as Christians should have need and concern for the form and the structure of the government that is constituted around us. Now, we happen to, please.
Yeah, amen. And I agree with everything you just said, but it still... faith people base things off of faith. So when they're looking at somebody smiling at them and giving them the news, it's hard for me to put away the knowledge that I have now. It's like, yeah, we are in a bad place right now, but our presidents before that promised us that they were taking care of us. They put us in this situation. So how do we get people to believe that Donald Trump, RFK are not wolves in sheep's clothing?
Well, a couple things. First of all, your ultimate trust should be in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Right? And so that he is on the throne, Donald Trump is not. I'm not trying to put Donald Trump on a throne. I'm trying to put him in a temporary four-year position where I think he can assemble the best team to advance the biblical worldview that we care about. I will say that when Donald Trump was president, he did so many good things, and some things I think he could have done better at. But three things that I think fulfill the biblical mandate of what we should care about. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Amen.
Fighting for those who can't fight for themselves, such as children and the unborn. And finally, sovereignty or borders, which is a biblical idea. So let's take one of those at a time. And these are not speculation. He delivered on these three things that every Christian should care about. Number one.